Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Rewind. That is your girl Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. I do hope you consider hitting that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Alright guys, I do want to apologize for if you hear any background noise. I'm outside, I'm out of town, so today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. I won't be able to do the full review, so we're going to do a recap. Unfortunately, there will also be no pictures because I'm just not at home where I have everything available for me. So I do apologize for that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mention the characters and then talk about how the whole episode went for those characters, all right? And then we're going to talk about Ronnie last, since the episode ended off with him. And yeah, there's a lot to say about that. Like, I'm pretty annoyed and pissed a little bit, but like I said, one character at a time. All right, so let's start off with Nina and Dre. So Nina and Dre are out for a walk, and it looks like they're out with this woman's group or something like that. It's cold as heck, and Nina is not here for it. Okay, she just wants to be around her children. She wants to make sure they're safe and everything's okay. So she's pretty much just, her mind is just preoccupied right now. She doesn't want to hear all this walk stuff, refresh stuff, whatever Dre has her doing. She does not care right now. Okay, so you know, Dre tells her that things are okay, you know, don't worry, like she always tells her, right? But we also find out that Dre is a Captain Save-A-Ho type of chick, okay? She has a savior complex. So she likes taking on cases of people that need her help, all right? So she is attracted to that type of person. Now, Nina took this well. I mean, for me, I think I would have been offended to find out that my partner was attracted to me because I'm a broken type of person and they're attracted to that, like they just gotta save somebody. I just feel like that would have bothered me, but it didn't bother Nina, and that's great. All right, Nina wants to be saved, okay, and that's all good. She like it, I love it, right? So if there's nothing wrong with Dre, right, and I said this last time, if there's nothing wrong with Dre, there's no big secret, because you know everybody's trying to figure out what the heck is up with this chick. I'm starting to think that maybe there is nothing up with her, you know, that she really does care, and maybe the problem is that she cares too much, and that is the character flaw. And not to say that caring too much is a bad thing. I'm just talking about because of the fact that she just came around. You know what I mean? We don't really know much about Dre. The kids don't know much about her. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be clear. Somebody wrote in the comments that Dre is the same person that Nina has been with since season 1. All right? It's just that they changed the actress. That is not true. Okay, guys? I thought that was at first, right? I did think that as well. But once they let us know Dre's name, which is Dre, that's not what Nina's old lady's name was, okay? Her ex name was Karen, all right? And so, two different people. So yeah, we still want to know what's up with Dre, where she came from, and all that good stuff. But anyway, like I said, if there's nothing wrong with Dre in terms of there's no big secret or nothing like that, I do believe she's controlling. I do believe that she's an overstepper. She's overbearing. So if anything, we just see that we ain't gonna get nothing but find out that Dre has character flaws. That's about it. Anyway, so let's move on, right? So we're gonna move on to Keisha, who is having nightmares. You know, Kevin comes in the room, he's checking on her, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Kevin, I'm okay, you know, get out." She just doesn't seem to want to tell anybody what she's really going through, what she's really feeling. She's still holding some things inside, right? So we see a scene where she's going to the store, and if you guys notice, even since last week, she threw away all her, you know, slutty clothes, but now she's wearing clothes that look like they're too daggone big for her. She's drowning in these clothes and these pants and this big old bubble coat and everything like that. So this is how Keisha's walking around now, okay? She's like, look, I'm not giving nobody another chance to try to want me or nothing, okay? So she's walking, Kevin is behind her. She's like, I can walk to the store by myself. I don't need you behind me, blah, blah, blah. He said, I don't care. I'm coming, right? She does mention that she doesn't appreciate her overhearing him saying that he wished she never came back. And he said, you know, I didn't mean that. He was talking out of anger. And she said, yes, you did. So she tried to go into the store, and then Kevin was right behind her. She's like, I'm just going to go get some tampons. I can do this on my own. So she goes and gets the tampons, right? But when she comes back out and we see another scene where she's on the toilet, honey, once she was on that toilet, I knew she was taking a pregnancy test. And yeah, Sweetie Pie is pregnant, all right? And so she comes out of the room. Her parents come home. She tells them. And so they're like, you know, we'll get through this. We'll call Jada and everything. But Keisha's like, no, I don't want Jada to know or nothing like that. She don't want anybody to know. You know, she wants to take care of this in confidence, which is understood. So they said they're going to do that. Everything's going to be okay. All right. Now, what I want to say about this situation is that it's unfortunate. You know, we also did see that Keisha was then caught by her mom looking up what to expect in the first weeks of pregnancy. So her mom is like, did you have a change of heart? And she's like, no, you know, she's just curious. So we really don't know if Keisha's actually going to go through with an abortion. And you would think that after being haunted by this man, you know, she sees his face in the dream, she can hear his voice, she's on the street, she can hear his voice, and, you know, she's haunted by him. You would think that's the first thing that she wants to do is get rid of the baby, but you just never know. This is a situation, guys, that I cannot speak on because this is a very, very sensitive subject. There are women out here that have really been in this situation. So I would never presume to know, you know what I'm saying, what to say or what they should do and shouldn't do. Not at all. Whatever they decide, that's what they decide. You know, you got to remember, too, this is their baby as well. They may have gotten raped, and you would think that, you know, them birthing this walking, talking reminder is one of the hardest things. But, you know, having a child is just something beautiful. And so you just never know what type of healing her actually having this baby, which is as odd as it may seem. You never know what it could do for her. You know what I'm saying? But her just making that decision is hard enough. So who knows whether Keisha keeps the baby or she doesn't. The choice is up to her. I have my own beliefs, but at the same time, I don't judge folks for getting abortions or doing what they do. That's between them and God. So, but one thing that I do kind of believe in, and God forgive me, but I do believe that a woman should be able to abort her baby if she was raped and got pregnant. That's what I do believe. And that's just that, you know. Anyway, let's move on. So next we got Emmett and Dom. And they are, you know, getting ready for the grand reopening. I'm going to call it a reopening because, you know, whatever. This is Sonny's place. It's still up there. They bought him out and everything. You know what they did. That cutthroat stuff, right? So we see Emmett watching Dom's booty, all right? And then we see Tiffany come out and she's like, excuse me, what are you thinking about? What you thinking so hard about? And he's like, oh, you know, I just got a lot on my mind. I'm tired or something like that. And she said, oh, yeah, that's because you've been working so hard, right? So long story short, I'm not going to try to stay on Emmett for too long, all right? He's trying to find a name for this company. And the names this young man was coming up with was horrible. Absolutely freaking horrible, to the point where Tiffany was like, what is this, a porn shop you trying to open up or something like that? She said the guy was wilding, okay? So anyway, he finally comes up with Smokey's Barbecue, which is so lame, by the way. Anyway, whatever, Emmett. So I still love Emmett, but whatever. So then his mom finds out, like, she knows her son. Like, what was you and Dom arguing about or talking about? Because remember, Emmett had went and talked to Dom, and he just can't get over the fact that Dom don't really care. She ain't really been thinking about the fact that they were screwing, like, or they screwed or whatever. She don't care. She just moving on with her life, like, yeah, man-eater style type chick. That's what you dealing with, Emmett. So he wasn't used to all of that. He over here thinking that she's supposed to be sweating him and everything, like he got the magic stick and all. And no siree. She moving on. She's cooking. She's doing whatever she needs to do. She don't even mind being around his lady, which is totally grimy, because it's sad that Tiffany has to be around this and she doesn't know what's going on. But she gonna find out. Anyway, so Sorry, there's a lot of noise out here. Motorcycles coming by. I'm so sorry, guys. All right, so what was I saying? So mom knows that Dom and Emmett did some things, or Emmett did something with Dom. And she's like, listen, you ain't got to, get me to forgive you. Tiffany is the one that you have to convince, all right? She has to forgive you, and she's not dumb, so you better get a good lie together, all right? All right, and we also saw that Emmett was really dealing with a guilty conscience in this episode, okay? You can tell that he felt really bad. Now, does he feel bad enough not to ever screw around on Tiffany again? I don't know. Because he keeps going back to Don. He keeps going back to Dom, talking about, you don't think about it, whatever. And it's like, yo, leave it alone, my man. She's not thinking about it. And then the father comes in and he's hitting on her right in front of Emmett, because he don't give a daggone, And she over there, right, she's loving it, because she about to screw daddy too. This is the type of chick that Dom is. That's what we seeing, a man-eating type of chick. All right, so anyway, enough of Emmett. Well, actually, not enough of Emmett, because Emmett feels so guilty because he gonna go tell his mom, oh, doing this with Dom made me realize how much I love Tiffany. Are you kidding me, Emmett? Ooh, if you don't go sit down somewhere. So anyway, the mother was like, Negro, please, all right? She ain't trying to hear none of that. I wonder if sometimes when she sees Emmett and how much he acts like his dad, she just probably be like, ugh, I can't stand that crap. But that's her son, so of course she can't get too repulsed. But anyway, so Emmett decides that he wants to go and buy a ring for his boo. And during the grand reopening, he pops the question right after they cut the little ribbon. He pops the question in front of Dom, who clearly doesn't care, and baby mamas, the other baby mamas was looking at each other like, girl, you see this? So yes, that was not really the best type of proposal, wasn't so romantic, but it's Emmett, you know what I'm saying? That was nice that he decided that he wants to propose to his woman, but I don't think he should have done that, because you still gotta let the cat out the bag, baby. You can't be trying to propose to Tiffany after you have this huge secret, all right? You're flaunting this chick in front of her face. She doesn't know what's going on, that y'all two was, getting it on and everything, all right? But, in the beginning when Dom was like, oh, let me know if you need some inspiration, you know what I'm saying? Tiffany was looking like, what is that all about? You know what I mean? But anyway, like I said, what do you guys think about this proposal? Because I'm not feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. I think it's definitely poor timing, poor taste, because he's eventually going to have to tell Tiffany. And I just feel bad. It's going down for Emmett. I don't believe that he's going to have a good final episode, because Tiffany is probably going to find out and she's going to walk out of his life. All right, so let's move on from Emmett and go to Jake and Trig. All right, so Trig, he gets robbed. Well, he thinks he's getting robbed, right? Because the alarm goes off in his Jeep, and then somebody from some mob, I forgot what it's called, they plant some type of coke in his car. All right, so Jake says, you know what, I have an idea. So the idea must have consisted of him breaking into Duda's safe, all right? But as he's trying to do it, this kid clearly don't know what the heck the daggone combination is, because it's not happening, right? So Rose comes in and she says, oh, if you want to break into a safe, you got to know the combination, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh my gosh, I'm caught out there. And chick gonna say 11/27/46, right? I think that's what it was. And I said, ooh, Duda done pissed her off if she allowed this little Negro to break into his safe. Anyway, so Jake pulls out whatever that was, and they bring it to a campaign manager of Camille. Okay, so whatever the information was, it's something that she can definitely use against Duda. And when the campaign manager said, how much you want for it, Trig says, it's a gift. I was like, Trig, come on now. Just because you found your brother's stash does not mean you don't need all the money that you can get. Why not get paid for it? Hello? So whatever, fine. All right, now back to Rose real quick, because Duda had pushed her off because Mama was just talking too much, all in his way. You know, he was like, look, who is the candidate, you or me? Because you just doing a lot. I need you to go home. I got this. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering if that made her so mad that she went and gave Jake his combination. Like, really, that got you that mad? Dag. No wonder Duda does not trust you, because you're not trustworthy. Sheesh, that little thing. I mean, you were overstepping. I mean, this show just has characters overstepping all the time. And this week was Rose's turn, okay? She did not let Duda talk when it was presenting a $5,000 check to Ronnie or nothing. Speaking of Ronnie, we're going to get into Ronnie right now, all right? And guys, this episode was going so good for Ronnie, okay? He was praised the whole time. I'm trying to find my Ronnie notes. I can't. All right. So, you know, with Ronnie, this whole episode, he was being publicly praised by the church. You know, we talked about the $5,000 check that Duda and Rose presented him. Also, he was presented with some money that was raised by Tracy's support group. But unfortunately, while they were giving him his props and respect and hailing him as this new hero, this freaking guy gets up and says, that doesn't mean ish. What he did for that girl doesn't mean nothing. You still a murderer, right? And then he left. That was creepy, okay? Because you kind of knew something was probably going to take place after that, which I still was caught off guard by the end, guys. But the reason why I kind of knew is because I got a spoiler a little bit, and I can't stand that. So anyway, then we see that Ronnie and Tracy are hanging out a lot, okay? Which is cool, but she also finds out that Ronnie is moving. He's going to move to Springfield. You saw him talking to Papa, telling him the plans, you know, decide I'm going to take a job in Springfield, this and that and the third. So things are really looking up for Ronnie. But anyway, as he's hanging out with Tracy, they go and they spread Miss Ethel's ashes out in some type of lake or river, something like that, right? And, you know, they're talking and they're just having a good time. They make plans to go see Jason's baby and everything. When they do go see Jason's baby, she tells him that she wants to send the baby to a gifted school. And, you know, Ronnie, he loved Jason so much, and of course he wants to help out. So he gives the young lady the money that Duda gave. He gave her a check so that she can, you know, cover the tuition or at least part of it or whatever for the school, which was very nice. You know, the way I was looking at it was like, I know that you love Jason and everything, but I don't think you should have did that, because you need every little bit that you can to get back on your feet, bruh. I mean, come on now, get on your feet and then start sending the money to the young lady so you can help her. Don't give everything away that you just got. Sheesh. Anyway, so they leave there, and then, you know, they keep hanging out, him and Tracy, and they're reminiscing and everything about that, about Thanksgiving and just different times they had together with Miss Ethel and Jason, and, you know, kind of like as their little family that they had back in the day. And then we finally get to the reopening at Emmett's, and when Emmett sees him come in, he's like, hey, come, you know, come to the front of the line. So he has him skipping. You know, there's a guy in the back, and he's just like, wait a minute, why he gets special treatment? And you know, Emmett was like, this is a hero right here, you know what I'm saying? So chill out for a minute. So, you know, they take the order and things like that. They go sit outside. They're still talking and everything, and they're still having this good time. So they leave from the restaurant, because everything was outside. They leave from the restaurant, and they're walking arm in arm. You know, they're smiling. Tracy's smiling. Ronnie's smiling. And then you can see this guy in all black, you know, got a hat on, got a hood over his head and everything. And then you just see, you hear the gunshot, and then you see it kind of like go through like Ronnie's shoulder or something like that. And then you see one come through his head. And you're just like, are you freaking kidding me? And I just want to know why. You know what I mean? I'm just so frustrated. Sometimes these shows be getting me so tight. Like, I already said, you know, I'm not going to watch because Brandon is gone. Number one character that I loved. Brandon's gone. You know, I didn't really like Reggie at first, but I really started to like the dude. He's gone, you know? And it was just like, are you kidding me? I don't have no reason to really watch The Chi, but then like I said, I love the kids, right? You know, I never disliked Ronnie. I hated what he did to Coogie. But Ronnie has had this character arc. And it's like, what the heck is going on? Everything's looking up. And now all of a sudden he gets killed off. I'm just so baffled, guys. I don't want to waste your time. So let me try to just get it out the best way I can. Where the heck was this dude in season 1 when Coogie first got killed? Where the heck was this dude in season 2? Okay? When Ronnie was just walking around and roaming the streets being a drunk. Alright? Even earlier in the season, before he was able to even save Keisha. Where was this guy? You know, Ronnie could have been got. When everybody was all hating him. Everybody hated him so much. A woman spit in his face, I think, in season 1 and just things like that. So why did y'all take so long to kill him if that was the plan? Okay? Why is George Zimmerman able to still walk around? I know they ain't got a daggone thing to do with it, but what I'm trying to say is, you know, in the hood, of course, they got this get back thing where, you know, revenge. If somebody kills somebody's boy, you know that person is most likely gonna get killed by that person's friends or whoever, right? But, you know, Coogie wasn't a part of no gangs or anything like that. And if he was, this should have happened a long time ago. And if there was somebody that really wanted to get revenge, it should have happened a long time ago. I just don't understand why it happened now is the point I'm trying to make. You know, and the reason why I brought up George Zimmerman is because I just kind of feel like, you know, black people are so quick to kill black people. You know what I'm saying? But then you got this guy walking around scot-free, still living. I'm going to leave that alone. Because that's real life. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to condone that. I'm going to leave that alone. Woof. But you get what I'm trying to say. All right? Yeah, they quick out here to kill another brother, you know. But there's a lot of people walking around that done killed your brothers. And you ain't do nothing. But anyway, I guess that's The Chi trying to let you know that this is what happens. I'm not for it. I'm not with it. I feel like they should have let Ronnie go. You know, I just feel like Lena is a bit brutal at heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not trying to say that she's into the killing thing. I'm just saying that she act like she could never let somebody just go away. You know, like move away somewhere. Like everybody got to get killed. I understand she grew up in Chicago and things like that. I grew up in Brooklyn. It's rough out there too. But people can get away, you know. People have gotten away. So everything doesn't have to be that, oh, somebody got killed. You don't have to kill them off. You could have let Ronnie, if you had no more story time for Ronnie, you didn't know what else to say for him, what else to do for him, no more storyline. You could have let the dude move to Springfield like he was going to. That's it. In the Ronnie story. Yay, Ronnie was able to redeem himself, and that's it. Can we get a happy ending for someone? All right? Even the situation with freaking Brandon. You didn't have to kill him off. You could have freaking let him go into witness protection, and that was it. End of Brandon. We didn't have to see him anymore. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to eliminate him like that. There's other ways, sis. Woo. Anyway, guys, I don't want to hold you guys too long. I got to get off of this thing. I do apologize. Sorry that it couldn't be a full review, but I'm pissed that Ronnie is dead. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me your comments. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. And I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, I do want to ask you, do you guys think that Ronnie deserved what he got? It's just so sad. Who the heck was that guy that decided that he wanted to end Ronnie? You know, it just doesn't make sense all of a sudden. Now there's somebody after all this time coming back. That happens as well in real life too, right? But we're just saying, like, if it takes a lot of time, it's also because people haven't seen you in a while. But Ronnie has been in plain sight this whole time now, baby. So what's up? Why all of a sudden? Is it because he's not the most hated man in Chicago anymore, and now he's starting to be praised? Is that why? I need answers, and I doubt if we're gonna get them, but let me know what you guys think. You guys be blessed and take care. Bye-bye.